princess.
Hey, this is the crap I go through, man.
I got it, princess.
Well, I was just letting it feel. And shh.
Don't shh me. You weren't worried about being quiet last night.
When?
Oh, telling me. Yeah, I'm just talking so you can hear what I gotta whisper for.
Oh, like when I was being loud in the parking lot? Well,
damn idiot.
I guess I can be. Well, I don't want everybody looking at me while you're chewing my ass.
I wasn't chewing your ass. You were talking loud last night.
Well, I know, but now you're being loud.
Well,
but now you're being now you're being loud out here at the pump, loud capping me and crap. Oh, I gotta do everything. And there's a guy standing right there that can hear you, and I'm like, shh.
It'll be all right, princess. We don't want you to get one drop of sweat on you.
Now, come on now. And I put the damn nozzle in the pump, and I come in here to grab my camera.
You did a good job doing it.
But I went in here to grab my camera because I didn't want to forget about the time that I had in here in the Quick Trip, the gas station. There's a $3 limit on credit cards or debit cards, and this old woman walked up there with something that was $2.88 or something like that. And so she tried to use the card, and they said it was a $3 limit. Well, the old woman gets in her purse, and we're all standing in line, and she's counting pennies while I'm sitting there.
Pennies still spin.
They called for backup. Somebody came over there, you know, he called for somebody, and he came running through there, and he helped us out, and he started shooting us out the door. But man, that just goes to show you how far some people will go to save a penny. Not a dollar, a penny. Damn it. And here's another thing I wanted to talk to everybody about. And I'm going to start out by saying that somebody found me this motor because I blew the old one up. Y'all already know that. Well, I got to keep the reverence on that. Well, at the time when I put it in, they told me that the guy told me that bought it. He said, I've seen him put the motor in. I seen the guy drive it around for just a little bit for a month. Wasn't too much. And he decided he wanted something better than that. And he sold me the truck. And I pulled the motor out and started buying all these body parts. And I walked in there, and there were body parts everywhere. They were all over the place. He wanted to sell the whole shebang to me for $1,200. I think he even went as low as $900, and I said, dude, all I got is $600. That's all I got. And he says,
you talking about vehicle body parts, right?
Yeah, body parts, and the radiator and everything. He wanted me to take the whole shebang right there in his garage for about $900. And I tell you, I should have did it. I really should have, but I didn't have the money. If I would have had the money, I would have probably said, yeah, let's get it. Because I could have used it to fix up another C10 that needed all them body parts. Mine was in better shape than that one. So anyway, I put the motor in this truck, and I know I didn't replace the rear seal, but that's the dude story. That's the story the dude told me. And everybody tell me, brace front and rear seal on the transmission, or rear seal on the front seal on the transmission, and the rear seal on the motor. And I said, okay, but the guy just told me that the dude just rebuilt the motor and put it in. But here's the thing, he told me that motor sat for like 8 to 9 to 10 years. And until here recently, he would go out there and start it. About the last year, he would go out there and start it, and then he started pulling all these parts off of it, pulling the motor out, getting all the body parts ready, and then he said, now I'm calling you. So I figured the motor didn't need all them damn seals and all that crap replaced on it. It didn't have a drop of oil on it. So I stick it in my truck. I know it's a long-winded story. So I stick it in my truck, and the rear seal's leaking. And
rear seal's leaking.
My rear seal on my on my truck. My rear seal's leaking on my truck. And I looked it up.
Leftover for that.
I looked it up, and let me make sure I'm still rolling. Yeah. I looked it up, and it said that I had to take the oil pan down, take the rear cap main bearing out, and get up in there with a little hook and pull that worm seal out and put the new worm seal back in it, and then put the seal in your cup and put it back up there. And I thought to myself, even when I changed the transmission out, I thought about doing it. But it's still another job all to itself, regardless if the transmission is in it or out of it. If it's in the truck already, I still got to drop the oil pan. I know, and I'm I'm battling. I'm just letting them know the history. And now, I run 48 oil in it for a little while because it was shooting so bad out the back, out the rear seal, and I didn't want to, if I put 40 weight in it, it would slow it down tremendously. And now, it's not even leaking oil. And I put 30 weight in it one time. And it's starting to hold it for a good minute. But this is my question. Was the seals rotten or old or stiff? Because it seems like the further that I'm driving this thing with the sears supposed to be out in it, it's getting better.
You said stiff.
Stop. Man, you're like Beavis and Butthead. He said that.
White.
And anyway, so is there something that I could put in there to condition that seal? Because it might be still good. I don't know. I don't know how mechanics work. Maybe I'm just crazy in the head. And Libby, you need to get your butt under there and replace the rear seal.
Hey.
It's down about it was using about a quart every other day at first, and then it started using a quart almost 4 days, and then now it's using a quart a week. And it's getting less and less. I just looked under the truck. We put a quart in it 2 or 3 days ago, and I checked the oil. It's at the same spot, and there ain't no oil dripping. It's not dripping oil anymore like it was. I mean, you could actually sit there and watch it run and go, drip. And you wait about, 30 seconds and drip. So, it never was an extensive leak, but I just got tired of it. And I'll tell you something, here's another thing. The underneath my truck, it's not rusty at all, I promise you. I'm preserving the rust.
Hey.
What? Squirrel? What's up?
Got a phone call.
What'd you get a phone call for?
Common sense call. They said replace the rear seal.
Oh, hell. Yeah, I'm probably going to get a phone call on this one. Replace the rear seal, Libby. Show us how to do it, Libby. I'm going to. I just got to get all my stuff in the house, and I got to get my wife in a comfortable environment where she can sleep without a bunch of chaos and noise going on. Up and down, in and out, up and down, hollering and screaming and arguing with my son because he give me a warning, blah, 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 blah. Look, I shouldn't have to give that dude a warning, man. He wants a warning.
Hey, you and him think on different levels.
I'm just saying, the dude wants a warning to get off the computer and go out there and help his dad.
No. I don't want to hear it.
It's an argument me and my son have all the time.
I'm going to bring that up.
All right, we ain't
You're
going
not going to put my son down.
I'm not putting him down. I'm just saying I give him the warning and I love him, and that's why I'm not putting him down. I give him a warning because I know those are his friends, and it's kind of like interrupting your son when he's talking with somebody out there in the front yard, and you say, "Come on, it's not right." So I do. I respect my wife for that. I did have a little beef with it, but I think that sometimes he abuses the privileges just a little tiny bit because I asked him, "Did you start another game?" Well, I was waiting on you.
No more than you used to abuse the privilege of...
I procrastinated.
I used to tell you to do something, and what did you do? You're notorious for passing the buck. I tell you to do something, you pass the buck down to your daughter. And then what she would...
Hey, the only thing I ever passed down to my daughter was diapers. I paid my daughter $2 a diaper, and the older he got, the more money I had to pay, and I think the last diaper I paid her for was $10 a pop.
That's because he was lactose intolerant, could not have regular formula, and so the worse the formula got, the worse the diapers got, and the more money she made.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I said I would change his pee-pee diaper, but if it was a poo-poo diaper, I would have to clean up 2 messes. I'd have to clean up one for me and one for him. So my daughter, she did it. She stomached it. I don't see how she did it without puking. I puked every time.
You puke at it.
I puke if I see somebody puking.
Having diarrhea.
I puke if I see somebody puking. How long is this video? This is only 9 minutes and 48 seconds, honey. We got to make 20-minute videos. What else are we going to talk about that's stupid? Our deranged, messed up life, huh? Burning. Man, I hate it when the camera goes off, man, and you don't even know that it went off because you pushed a button you shouldn't have been pushing, and that blurring thing, you're talking to nobody. So me and her are sitting here talking, telling a story, and ain't nobody even listening. It looks bad when two people are just babbling on about their crap life. But she's back in. She had to go to pick up some prescription for my foot.
No, for your son.
For my son, okay.
Wrong doctor.
Wrong doctor, wrong visit, huh? Okay. Anyway, so, anyway, I finished the story. Anyway, we would get so much of an argument where, we get in an argument so much to where she would say, I'm leaving. And I would go out there to the truck, or whatever we had at the time. A lot of them were in old Chevy's trucks. I only had one like this one, but a lot of them was the 82 body style. But I would go out there and take the spark plug, or I mean, I would jerk the distributor rotor out, the rotor out of the distributor cap, out so she couldn't go nowhere. And she told me one day, man, when I was messing up again, it was just, she would only do that whenever I was messing up, you know, screwing up. She had her foot in my butt. And so she told me one day, she says, well, I'm going to go to the store. By golly, she didn't lie to me. But she went into the store on the way to Waco. I said, you lied to me. She said, no, I didn't. I stopped the store on the way on out there to where I was going, at my friend's house, and so you'd come and see the light and learn your lesson. And man, I tell you, I had to keep a job and doing rough-ins, and all hours of the rough-ins that it takes to do rough-in work. You're getting off at late evening sometimes, and I would have to pay the rent at her place and pay the rent at my place, and pay for her bills at her place and pay for the bills at my place, because her little old job that she had at the time wasn't doing nothing. And I kept begging her, please come back, please come back, please come back. And I think what did it was she finally seen, because everybody she walked around, I always talked about her so good and nice, and I was crying like a little baby to all of her friends. And all of her friends that talked her into leaving my ass, that's the ones I went and talked to. All the ones that went to talk her into, and no, I don't want to hear it. All these friends that would talk to her on the phone and tell her good advice. Somebody's trying to call me. I'll talk to you later, man. It's 817-334-3216. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, I'll call you later. I shouldn't give a phone number out there. It don't have a name with it, so don't call that number. It's mine. I'm sorry. But anyway, where was I at? Oh yeah, I was having to pay the rent at both her places and my places, and went and talked to her friends and everything. And the friends that I talked to, they finally ended up talking back to her and telling her, look, man, you'd be a fool to not give him another chance. They didn't build her courage up so much to do what she needed to do. And then she came back to me with anger and said, all of my friends are telling me to give your butt another chance, and now I don't want to give you another chance. I don't want to go through that shit with you again. I don't want it no more. And I said, well, so make your decision then. She said, I'll give you another chance. And I went, and I think I had my stuff already packed in the car that I was driving at the time, or the vehicle that I had. I already had a little bag or something, clothes in it, in case she ever said, yeah, I was ready. But she told me, I went to go put my stuff in the bedroom, and she says, oh, no, you're not. And I said, what? She said, we're starting all over. And I go, what do you mean? She says, we're starting all over. And then from that moment on, she made me sleep in my daughter's room, and we started dating again and getting to know each other again. And now she wore the britches in the family. She turned the tables on my butt. She told me how the cow was going to eat the cabbage, didn't you, honey?
Yeah. From Winslow's Wine Cafe. Says, Sprout advisory. Save water, drink wine.
Save water, drink wine. That's crazy. That's insane.
We're over here in...
Let's be an alcoholic and drink some wine. We don't need no water. Look what the sun said. We need to drink some more. Let's go in here and get us another drink.
We're over here in the old part of Fort Worth in the museum district.
Yeah, we're in the museum district in Fort Worth. We're on Campo, and we just found Trent mines. Look at these places. Sure. Huge. These houses are old and beautiful and huge. Look at that. That probably belonged to the butler in the back that cooked for him and stuff. Look at that one. It has a circle driveway in the back of it. Some of these houses, my wife years ago, and me and her, we lived somewhere somewhat on Hip Hill, and we lived in a house that had 16-foot tall ceilings. And that was another time when I dated her. She was 17, she didn't have a job, and I rented a whole house and stuck her in a whole house and
Drove me to school every morning.
Drove her to school every morning until she finished her school and graduated. I wanted to graduate because I didn't graduate and I regretted it. So I took her to school every morning and she graduated. So proud of you, baby. I'm so proud. Even when I see that thing, it gives me just tinglies all over. Every time we go through our stuff and find it sitting there, we love it. We really love it. But anyway, I think we better get off here now because we done running the clock up talking about our lives and what we've been through, man. Our lives are interesting in our past, and that's all we can do is just talk about it and share it with you, as well as today and what's going on. And I'm just happy.
No, we're just making a record for when we get old and senile.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna catch her in an argument and say, no, look, it's even on camera, and you agreed to it. So you better watch your ass now.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
She's gonna get me before I get her. I guarantee you, I forget stuff all the time. Sometimes she still has to tell me to zip your pants when I come out the restroom.
Right now, we're on our way to go get the prescription filled for my son and to go buy the cupcake apron.
You're gonna go buy the cupcake apron and let me wear it.
And with pink ruffles and everything.
And show them how to make biscuits and gravy.
Sure.
That's her favorite, biscuits and gravy. And I'm going to apologize for the cussing, but I don't know what else it's called because my daddy in Vietnam War, he fought in the war, and he told me that he was so tired of, excuse the French, so cover your child's ears, here it comes. He was so tired of shit on the shingle. And that means that it's just gravy with sausage mixed up in it, and it's poured over a slice of bread. And I'm telling you, us as kids love that stuff. Mom would make it and he wouldn't eat it, but boy, we ate it up. We loved it. Yummy, yum. And so I remember him making it, because Mom didn't know how to make it neither. He was the only one who knew how to make it. And so he didn't get it very often because he was tired of making it also. Tired of eating it, tired of making it. But anyway, I'll catch y'all later, man. Until the noise story